Hello!
Hello.
Hello, Shen. Welcome to the cast once again. And welcome all the random people that are watching this game. I think there's like seven people at the minute, which might be the people in the lobby, to be fair.
Could be.
But you can't knock it. Yeah, this is the UKGL Season 2.
Give me the link. I'll boost the numbers.
Boost the numbers, boost the numbers. Boost them, yeah. I tried to sound edgy and cool there, but it really didn't work.
You didn't?
It didn't, I know.
Also, I spent some of your money. I'm sorry.
How? Why? I earned that.
Well, I owed my co-worker for a sausage roll yesterday, so I had to pay him back.
I lost the quavers. I lost a potential sausage roll. Jesus, man.
You never got a sausage roll.
You bastard.
It's my fucking fault, is it?
Oh,
Should have come and got it. You're only like, what, an hour away?
That's an hour for £3.40. It probably cost me
Exactly,
more to
probably
drive there.
Oh yeah, probably would.
Okie dokie. Righty then. Yeah, UKGL Season 2 upper brackets. This is going to be, we'll change this later versus ezpz. And we've got some stats to look over, my friend.
Oh yeah.
They're like super awesome, because...
I've got a complaint with... Oh, we'll get there in a minute, but...
I'm sure we will. Okie dokie, let's look at the supports first up. We've got the captain from, we'll change this later, Scum Gummy, up against ezpz's Schnappy. Although his name is longer than that, it just didn't fit. So sorry bro, you're just going to be called Schnappy from now. The stats aren't the kindest to Scum Gummy.
I'm already with easy peasy.
I think Schnappy's might have been slightly...
No, it's because he's playing Lena, so...
Well, yeah, I know, but his stats might have been slightly buffed by the fact he played a Nature's Prophet in one of their games. Instead of like a regular supporty role he was playing. What I assume was a jungling... I didn't watch the match, so I don't know. We can just make up stuff. Yeah, he was jungling.
No, he was, I can't think of anything dumb to do with a Nature's Prophet, actually, so...
He was cliff jungling for that game.
Yeah.
Started with TP.
Cliff Jungle Roshan from level 1.
It's the way to be. It only takes you, what, 20 minutes?
I do it.
That's because you're such a pro.
Exactly.
But yeah, that might have skill whiffed the XP and gold per minute slightly. But if you're going with the ticks, and we'll have to support the ticks because they are the most accurate way of determining who is the best player.
Exactly.
You're going to have to give it to Schnappy.
Yeah, that sadly is. I mean, average assists. It's still, you got to give him a point for that. He's the better support. He ain't taking kills.
He ain't kill stealing like them, like whorish Nature's Prophet or Lena Laguna blading things on low HP just to make sure she gets the kill.
Well, that too, of course.
I mean, what else we got? Yeah, so he's doing quite good in his supporting role. I mean, at least all three of his heroes that are highlighted here are support heroes, which is a good start. Whereas, you know, Schnappy's got that Nature's Prophet, as we mentioned before. But I don't think there's much more we can say about that, really. We know who's the ward bitch out of those two.
Pretty much.
Moving on to the new support. Yeah, for wheel changes late, we've got RX, WZ, playing the Jakiro, Venomancer, and some Crystal Maiden here and there. No one's got any ticks because ezpz's 5th apparently has just been drunk the entire tournament and never turned up.
Right.
Meaning they've played with a stand-in.
Is he here today?
No. So he's been...
so why is... Oh,
I was hoping... I made it in like the grand hope that by putting multiple meepos I would summon him to the game. It didn't work. So considering he's ghosting up against someone who doesn't exist, I couldn't feel like giving him ticks for essentially...
He's got a good number of average assists.
Yeah, we can talk about his stats. He's got one of the higher averages in...
That's good.
He's making
He's clearly making plays. He's clearly doing half shit. It's good.
He's not dying that much for a support. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, we're happy. We like this guy.
Okay, then. Now we're on to the off lane now. This is another bit skill-whiffy one. We've got J-Lu, who will change this later. Is that off lane they're playing?
It's one game. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Imperial Noob has one game.
Which he looked like he did quite well in, or was it a piss away?
Well, they won, so...
Was the enemy team there? Were they alive? Were they breathing at the time?
They actually played the game, which is better than the other two They had 2 games that they kind of got default wins on. So,
Okay.
yeah. But they proved themselves. I mean, they went into the brackets with those.
Hey, well, we can't
2
complain
wins.
here with.
They played Red Rose, I think, on Monday and come away with 2-0. So they did well in that.
Okay. Well,
Um,
either way, he's still almost beaten out by Jailu's stats anyway, even with his lovely
heavily
game there.
slanted stats by his single good game. But yeah, Jailu is worth talking about, really, because I think he's probably the off laner with the biggest impact in the tournament thus far. He seems to be him and the mid player, which we'll get to in a second, for World Changes later, seem to make so much space for Recoil, their carry, to farm up, that he's very difficult to deal with. And he plays his kind of survivable heroes as well. You can't kill Timbersaw very well. No matter how balls deep he goes in your team, he's always difficult to kill off. Nyx Assassin is another one that's difficult to kill because obviously on the offlane he has high.
As long as the Nyx is good.
Yeah, he has high regen. He has spike carapace. He's got a stun. That's all you need. And Clockwork's a nice strength hero with decent
Clockwork's just clockwork.
zoning abilities and all kinds of stuff. He kind of seems to play those kind of like right in your face initiating kind of heroes. Because although Nyx Assassin does have the invisibility, he tends to pick up a blink dagger and be right in the middle of your team half the time anyway. So keep an eye on him, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the mid laners. I've got the wrong name on that person.
Has Noob played again recently? Has he played another hero?
Noob.
I thought you was playing like
Yeah, that's the wrong thing I've linked there.
you went to the. What? What are you doing?
I'm showing the wrong screen for some reason.
Oh,
This is the wrong game. What's this doing here?
you just like tabbed up rate play or something.
What? What the hell is that? There's a word rape in it. It can't be good. Alright, I'm just going to change it to the right fucking people now. Okay, here we go. You should have the right ones. It's Noob up against, I'm going to say Tylee.
Tylee.
Tylee. Yep, Noob, he's got a new hero on his repertoire now. He's got Storm Spirit that he played in one of the previous games, in the brackets. His Bat Rider still proves to be a pretty strong Bat Rider. One of it's the only hero he's played twice. Is Bat Rider.
So, I mean, he's hopefully going to be adding some more. Seat.
He still has the most heroes out of most players. I think there's a couple of. I think there's an offlaner for one of the other teams that has played ridiculous amount of heroes as well. But Noob seems to be one of the ones that they can happily pick up last if they want to, because he just has a really decent amount of heroes he can play. Most of them do seem to be the kind of initiatey kind of heroes though, with Puck, Storm Spirit and Bat Rider being his stronger heroes out of what he's played. His Death Prophet and Viper did okay, but not as well as these guys, so maybe he needs to be on those playmaking heroes. After going to Tylee in mid, he's actually played Shadow Shaman mid. At least I think he was playing Shadow Shaman mid.
I haven't seen that for a long time.
The amount of kills and assists and his goal per minute in that game suggests he was definitely playing mid, but I don't know, maybe he just went Snowball carry, Shadow Shaman, or maybe he tried to play support, but I'm pretty good. I'm gonna go with he playing him in mid.
Tried might be the word here.
Yeah, also he's a big fan of the Puck, and he's played Invoker too. He seems to be more on the end of surviving, as opposed to Noob's willingness to get stuck well into the middle of a team fight. His goal per minute and XP per minute is better, but that might just be because he doesn't die. We'll see how he does if he has some pressure on him in mid. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah, is this the correct carries? Yes, I got this right at least. Okay, so we've got Recoil, or Luna, as we like to call him.
Why haven't you added on? He did play that one game of Anti-Mage.
I wanted to add Anti-Mage as well, but it kind of I didn't want. I like the Tri Luna. It looks so pretty. I was going to bring up the fact that he did play Anti-Mage in the previous game, and he's perfectly happy. He's perfectly happy to play other heroes. I mean, we might see that today, but he felt obliged to play Luna in that second game.
Did he?
Yes.
I thought they just picked Luna and was like.
They did first pick Luna, but apparently
go.
it's because they felt obliged to play her because
That's
there was
fine.
so much riding on Recoil being actually Luna that You thought he'd try it. Nuva, unsurprisingly, has also played Luna. Although his best hero so far has been Morphling, a hero we don't see very often, but
Not anymore.
he's
his
not
glory
broken
days.
anymore.
No,
He's not broken anymore, but he's still
been retired.
Yeah, he's still a good hero, man. He's still a good hero. I mean, he gives you split push. He's very difficult to shut down if he has his little replicant back at spawn, because he just goes, well, we're going to gank him. Oh, I'm going to shift to strength and fuck off. There's just not a lot you can do about him, really. He
Well,
becomes
if they're a good one, they'll just replicate away. Is it replicate?
It's replicate, yeah.
It is replicate. I better freaking know this.
Replicate. And then he can
Proper copy.
relocate to his replicate.
Is that what it's called?
No, I don't
Fuck
think it's
it, I
called
don't know.
relocate because that's IO's ultimate, but maybe. He's also played a Slark. I'm not a huge fan of Slark as a carry role.
They should go and fuck themselves.
Slarks should fuck themselves.
Yes! Back in the day, I remember Slark. People who played Slark would take a separate account to play Slark, so they weren't fucking. So it wasn't marred on their profile that they were that much of a fucking asshole.
He's a good hero. You can't really write him off. Like I said, I don't really
Well,
like
I can
him.
call people who play them an arsehole. I'm not writing them off.
Well, you hear at Nova. Apparently, you're an arsehole.
Yeah.
Personally, if you're going to play him, I like him in the one-on-one situation where he can get fast levels and start ganking.
It's the only way you do it.
If he's in a tri lane,
Any other way.
if he's a tri lane farming, it just doesn't feel right. If you know what I mean. If you can get him a solo safe lane,
No, he end of the sort of end of the game when he should start becoming out of himself. He just doesn't work that way if he hasn't stomped his way up there.
when he stomps though, he stomps.
He does stomp pretty hard.
He's
You can't-
very much like Ember Spirit, actually. Ember Spirit either does nothing or
I think he does.
stomps.
I think he does. Well, yeah, but usually because of for Ember Spirit, it's because other people did it for him.
Because Ember Spirit's a little bit broken as well.
It's a little bit bum.
The amount of damage you can do with limited amount of items
It's
is...
a little bit bum.
He's not actually, he's really strong.
Little bit bum.
If you don't know how to play him, he's bad.
Of people maxing Slayer Fist, yeah.
That's the way they're doing it, so that's why everyone's doing it.
Because the pros thought it. That means I can do it, even though I don't understand what laning is. Oh.
If you know what you're doing, man.
They don't.
There's a debate in the chat about picking other heroes other than Luna. Rico does not understand why
you do
people would pick other
anything else?
heroes. I love this team. I love both these teams at the moment. They've been full of banter, and it's really good to see that people aren't sitting in the lobby being dicks to each other. Well, I've lost my way, but yeah, those carries matching up. It looks like Recall has a slight edge, especially in the kills department.
We don't have the tick.
He has
This
the
way.
power of the tick. Actually, I'm going to continue on to the next page that you don't have because it doesn't.
I don't have
doesn't
this
have
one.
numbers anyway, but you can fondly remember the picture of the tick, or go get it from
Yes.
the other page. The stats
the
have
tick
actually been
instead?
10 ticks apiece, meaning that there's
We don't know!
we don't know. There's a deadlock. These teams are the same. These teams are the same. Oh, well, that is, of course, if they're actually playing their players, and yeah, they're not. They've got 3 stand-ins at the minute, easy peasy. So
What?
yeah, they've got 3 stand-ins. So we don't. So half the team, more than half the team, we don't actually know what they're like. So
Yeah.
they're all mystery magical player.
Is this going to be like those bands that have been around for 50 years and there's like the drummer left over?
Drum with one arm.
The second drummer.
Second drummer.
No, wasn't it? Somebody had a drummer with one arm.
Def Leppard. Had
Oh,
a
yeah.
drummer with one arm, I think.
I think so. I like Def Leppard, they're good. We should put Make Love Like a Man on when the stream ends.
I don't think I have any Def Leppard on my computer, unfortunately.
Well, I can make that happen.
Well, I mean, we won't even have time. I mean, last time, but the games just went so quickly, or rather, they went.
they didn't.
They went into each other so quickly. After the first game finished,
Oh,
there wasn't long
okay.
until the next game began. There was about half an hour at least worth of pause last game.
Yeah.
But we won't have to worry
'Cause
about
you
that
gotta
now.
make love like a man. I'm a man. That's what I am. Best lyrics. You can't make them up.
It's kind of the kind of pioneering lyrics that you hear in modern day Flow Rider tracks.
I don't even know what that is.
He's an awful rapper from Florida.
Does he not have flow then?
He does, but he repeats the same stuff over again and rhymes the same words.
Is he
to
like
each
that
other.
awful thing on that they had with Mario rapping and they rhymed bitch with bitch?
Probably.
That was so bad. And I know you're listening, Chris, so I can make fun of that here.
Oh no, you're mocking someone that pays attention to you?
Mhm.
That must be the dream for you, having people
It
pay
is.
attention.
Why do you think I'm on here? It's only to
All the
listen to my.
attention.
If it's only to put the chat on and to listen to the to put the stream on and listen to the echo chamber of my own voice.
That's what we all
I can just
desire.
speak my own opinions and then listen to them coming back to me, and I
And
can
agree with
them.
yourself, yeah. Well, no awards for guessing what will change this later banning first.
This ban.
Because the first ban they've got is Nature's Prophet, which they have banned in every game I've watched of them. So
Yeah,
far.
every single one I've been here for.
Bye bye Invoker.
Radiance
Oh,
ban.
Timbersaw gone as well.
Yeah,
Nobody can
J-Lu's
be bothered with
Timbersaur's
him.
gone. No balls to the walls, crazy shit from
This is going
J-Lu.
faster than usual. Most of the time, people diddle them out a bit,
Oh,
but no, everybody knows exactly what they're doing today, which is good. I'm happy to see people.
As far as being
10
able to research your
seconds
opponent
to
goes,
go.
will change this later. Have definitely got a disadvantage against Easy Peasy.
5
Because
seconds.
half of their team no one's even seen.
Have the people they're going to be against ever played Dota before? Do they know?
Well, that would be. I assume they have got people to join their team that can actually play Dota.
They just found homeless people.
You got homeless people and put them in front of a computer at their university. Alright, don't feed. I don't even know what that means.
But I haven't eaten in 5 days.
If you win this game, we'll buy you a sandwich.
10 seconds to go.
Hell,
But
two
what's they
sandwiches.
gonna pick? What's it gonna be? You change this
5
later.
Seconds.
Well, I mean, two of their popular heroes have been banned out, so
Reserve
no Nyx
time.
Assassin for Scum Gummy, no Timbersaw for J-Lu, although we did actually saw J-Lu play Nyx Assassin last game as well.
Which isn't there either, so what's he gonna do with
So
that?
yeah, that's like a whole two heroes of his have banned. He might have like things. Well, there's Clockwork. He's played that before. I'm gonna
That's
go.
fine.
I'm gonna go with J-Lu playing the Clockwork for them on the offlane. But we'll see what else comes out of Easy Peasy right now. I mean, the first couple of picks can really tell the opponent what you're planning to do, or they can be really open by picking up those kind of heroes that are difficult to know exactly where you're going to lane them, or at least flexible in the sense that you can put them in multiple positions. Like Clockwork can actually
10
play mid.
10
quite happily,
seconds
so-
to go.
He doesn't give
Fine.
away the game
Likes.
plan.
Clockwork can carry.
Clockwork, you reckon everyone can carry?
No, I don't.
Reserve time.
Oh, they've gone and picked Luna.
Radiance
Well, that's
ban.
the shots fired.
I think Recoil will have plenty of pleasure killing Luna and just going, "You are not the rightful Luna. You shall die. You shall die for being an imposter Luna." Or maybe he'll be entirely entranced by her and not able to farm. You don't know. Maybe he has pictures of her
10
on his wall.
seconds to go.
Maybe.
I know I do.
Do you?
No, I don't.
5
I've Crystal Maiden.
seconds.
I've got a massive picture of Crystal Maiden on my wall.
I guess if you're into that, I suppose.
And Shadow Shaman being picked up.
Dire's
We
pin.
don't know if he's going to be a support or if he's going to be played by Tylee in mid. I kind of want to call him Towley now.
You can.
Do you reckon he's like a living? He could be a living tile, like Towley is a living towel.
You mean like that end of that Doctor Who episode where that person was a paving slab, and then he said he gave her blowjobs.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
10
I'm-
seconds.
Everybody remembers that because it was scary.
5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe he is. I mean, that doesn't really speak like, you know, he'd be a particularly good mid
Reserve
laner
time.
if he was a slab.
Just sort of falls over slowly.
Dinner
We might
relaxer.
tongues it about.
Dire
That's a quick
team
tongue.
ban.
He'll be very popular with the ladies at university if that was the case. If they could get over the fact that he was a living tile.
Yeah. This is getting irrelevant. Venomancer's here.
Venomancer has come to say hello. He's a decent lane support. Brings good team fight as well.
Radiant's ban.
He got nerfed a few times because he's being overpicked, so his base movement speed's not as good, and his base damage has been reduced as well. But he's still really strong. Those poisons can really add up, especially if you start getting ahead, and if you can get things something like if you get like level 2 in it in your ulti, and you have a
10
Veil of Discord,
seconds to
so
go.
many people are going to die. It's not even funny.
5
It's pretty
seconds.
funny.
Oh, it's funny, not for them.
No.
Death Prophet being banned from them.
Reserve time.
Good.
Well, it's a decent ban. I mean, with the Shadow Shaman being picked up and Luna, you can see that they kind of want to push. So banning out Death Prophet's not a bad idea. I imagine they might be either picking out a hero they don't want to play against, or they'll be busy banning another pusher in the next banning. At the moment, easy peasy have to figure out what they want to ban out. If they stood there staring at the stats page, it's probably not a good idea to ban what was put on the stats page.
Dyer's ban.
Ban Meepo. Good.
Ban Meepo. Apparently they play Meepo, so they can't ban him. Support Meepo's a thing now. It's a really greedy support. But at level 3 you can just roam and gank, like solo gank. It's pretty cool.
10
It's pretty
seconds to
cool.
go.
You know, if you're not an awful Meepo player.
5 seconds.
Which most of us are.
Radiant team ban.
Mr. Trilane.
I can't
Bye-bye.
micromanage anything at all. Yep, Visage being banned out, really good support in a tri-lane. Also, fantastic at pushing, so not a bad ban.
10
So,
seconds
I mean,
to
if you're
go.
looking at what's left in the pools, if Easy Peasy are going to go for that kind of
5
pushy build,
seconds.
what heroes are left, really?
Or for pushing?
Reserve time.
All I can think is everybody I can think of ends up. I just think of counter pushers, like Kotal and stuff like that. Kotal, fucking
I like Kotal.
Kotal.
That's like-
Keeper
that's
of the
the company
Kotal of the
version.
light. Keeper of the Kotal of the light.
Totally.
Radiant's
I don't know. You could grab an Enigma. That would be fun.
He's not bad, but you really have to pick him up in the right lineup. And because if you pick up this early, it's really easy to punish as well.
That's a good point.
Because they can just go, oh, we'll run Clockwork mid, or we'll pick up a Bounty Hunter, and he'll spend the entire game butt fucking Enigma. The same if they pick up Enchantress or Chen.
I wouldn't mind seeing some Sproink. That'd be fun.
10
There's only one
seconds
team
to
I'm
go.
aware of that runs jungle heroes
5
like
seconds.
Enchantress at the moment. They were playing yesterday. I can't remember what their name is. I'm a
Reserve
very
time.
awful brain.
Brain not good. Ooh.
No, I don't know what stuff does. Lich, that's
Gonna
not.
have that mana.
Dyer's
It's gonna have all your mana, but it does bring a nice hefty amount of team fight, especially if you've got shackles on someone, and you've got someone else in your ward trap, and that means they both have to stand there and die horribly. As for their bans, we didn't mention the Lifestealer ban, but it's a pretty sensible ban when they have Clockwork. Ooh, Lich. But Lich really isn't much of a pusher. He's actually a very
10
passive hero.
seconds to go.
I don't know if they're going to tri-lane him. I mean, it is possible. It does deny
5
experience to the off-lane, or an
seconds.
aggressive tri-lane if they decide to run that. If you put him as an off-laner, he's nowhere near as good as he
Reserve
used to be,
time.
because people realise, oh, he's got one less creep every wave, and just push your tower over. Because there's nothing really that a Lich can do against a push from a tri-lane, other than just stand there and die, and watch his tower fall over. Jen?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good. I was going to say I don't think they're going for that push build anymore. I think
No.
you just get the Lich to drop into your lane and go, yeah, we sort of won this lane.
At least you're going to win on experience. You're not necessarily going to get that many ganks, although his slow is pretty decent.
You still sort of win it.
Do you know what I'd like to see? Someone do the Earthshaker trick before it gets nerfed out. Well, not nerfed out, it's banned out of the game because it's broken. Where you can get an Earthshaker to basically he can use the ancient camp, and he can push the mid lanes hero creeps into it, and basically he can deny the mid lane all of their creeps every wave.
Is this one of those things that you do when
You're a dick.
When people... Well,
basically.
yes, and
Dyer's pick.
I was thinking more one of those things you can do because you can do it, and the other team are too stupid to figure it out, like axe.
It's not that it's too
cutting
stupid
with axe.
to figure it out. It's they can figure it out, but it's a much more difficult thing to deal with.
No, okay. Is
Because
it better or worse than cutting with
it's,
axe?
it's literally broken. Because obviously you're behind your tier 1 doing it, so you're in between tier 1 and tier 2 while doing it, so they can't really
10
dive on you to
seconds
stop
to
you,
go.
unlike cutting creeps out.
5 seconds.
It's just nasty. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do, don't get me wrong,
Reserve time.
but if you can, I mean, pros have been abusing it recently, so it's got to be nerfed soon.
Well, yeah.
We've got some more picks though coming out. We'll change this later. Pick up the Rubik, pretty decent hero to pick up considering the amount of spells he's able to steal right now. Lich's ultimate, of course. Chain Frost is fantastic. Serpent Ward's also great, and Luna's ain't too bad either. You're always going to get some damage out of those. Chen being picked up, suggesting that they're still going with this push tactic, and
Honk honk.
maybe, just maybe, Shadow Shaman's going mid. Magnus
Radiance ban.
will be the mid. I
Had
imagine.
a request and a hope for an Enchantress coming out for this game.
But there's no point in having Enchantress now, though, man. You want Enchantress as well? Just double lane
Yeah.
them. I suppose she can,
10 seconds.
you know,
to
jungle,
go.
but I mean lane. But why would you want her to?
5
Because
seconds.
she's Ghost Exploring and has giggly butterflies.
They've gone for the
Gyro
big ban
team.
on Gyrocopter. His AoE would really team up with Magnus's RP and the Venomancer ult very well. So pretty decent ban there. Although he's not as strong as he used to be. But then again, no one is really. Only a few people are stronger than they used to be. But I mean,
10
what would you couple up
seconds
with
to
this
go.
Magnus RP now? Carry Earthshaker?
Radiance pick.
Carry Earthshaker. I don't really think they're going to have something that absolutely ultimately synergizes with it. I think Rubik will be hoping to snack on Lich's ult, but I don't think there's going to be any more synergy than that. I think it's going to be.
It has pretty decent synergy with the RP into Venomancer ult, to be
I'd
honest.
be surprised they pick up another
10
big
seconds
carry
to go.
for recoil to play.
Or like anti-mage again.
5
Yeah,
seconds.
I'm sort of suspecting that to be their game plan.
This is this is a serious kind of we love support strat coming here from
Yes.
Easy Peasy. I'm gonna definitely see. I don't know where Shadow Shaman's gonna go now because Dazzle can mid as well.
It's the clearly the you are beaten by a BKB build.
Oh, Dazzle's damage is physical. He can't cast any of his abilities though, which is a bit. Of
Well,
a shit.
still, yes.
You've got a couple of
10 seconds
heroes that
to
do
go.
pick up BKB situationally. Well, Magnus almost always picks up a
5
BKB. It's really good on him.
seconds.
Clockwork sometimes does, and probably will be in this game. And the carry,
10
we wonder.
seconds to go.
They're
What's
running
gonna
out.
be?
5
What's gonna be?
seconds.
What's gonna be? I bet it's Anti Mage.
Weaver. Weaver.
Well-
okay. Well, if you look at the disable they have, all their disable is going to be relying upon Tylee, who it looks like they're going to take the Shadow Shaman mid. So they have that's the only thing they had to shut down the Weaver. So it's a
Yeah.
pretty decent pickup, actually. I mean,
It's a good. Yeah, I can't fault it.
what else are they going to have? The mini stun from Dazzle, followed up by his stun when it's maxed out, isn't going to do a lot because obviously he can Zakushi away before that triggers. Chen might pick up some stun and some ensnares, but you know that's reliant on them not killing all of his creeps.
He better be a damn good Chen if he's going to be able to pull that off. Or at least a competent Chen, which down in Public Zone we aren't really that.
A good Chen is a fantastic
10
hero to have because your
seconds
game
to
sense
go.
as playing a Chen has to be phenomenal. It's one of the best heroes to learn when you're supposed to be doing
seconds.
things,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I can't play it, and I can't micro either. But yeah, we'll see what happens when they have the possibility of running an aggressive try if they really want to, with the having the Chen in the enemy jungle. But I think it's probably a bad idea, and they're probably just going to go over, you know,
I wouldn't say too much for it, really.
it's going to be an off-lane Lich, I imagine. That's
But-
how I'm thinking, anyway.
As long as they're going to pull him out of there once he's sort of got himself a nice big advantage.
Well, his tower's going to go down very early. Because with
It's
a
true.
Venomancer's just going to go, fuck it, I'm getting wards. Recoil's Weaver is going to be able to do Gemini attack onto it as well. It's gonna the towers, and there's not really anything, like I said, there's nothing the Lich can do. He actually helps you push because he eats a creep.
He does, but the tri-lane's going to be embarrassingly starved. If he can pull that off without losing his tower, maybe, just maybe.
Shout out to us. Yeah! But the thing is, despite them having a try...
Carrying at you.
Anyway, these guys, man, these supports, they're going to be happily farming up the jungle unless this Lich has got some sort of wards to himself. He's got one, so he'll probably ward one of the camps.
Battle will
He's going to go for the
commence
pull-through
in
camp.
30 seconds.
Possibly. Yeah, he's going to ward up that. But it doesn't really matter. Because, well, they're not going to pull anyway, they're going to push his tower over. But at least it stops these supports farming when they're trying to avoid stealing experience from the Weave, who's already going to be losing it. We've got Chen set up in the jungle, he'll be happy, a happy bunny. Dazzle, of course, is going to be supporting the
Battle
Luna.
begins.
And in mid lane we're going to have Tylee playing their Shadow Shaman. Up against a Magnus, so he should do pretty decent. His harass isn't going to be huge, because his right click's a bit bum, but of course Evershock is pretty nasty, so got to worry about that.
Ether.
Oh, Ether Shock then. You're gonna call me on everything? Is that what this
Yep.
is now?
Well, when you say words that I like, that's a good word. Ether. Sounds cool.
Ether Shock. An unfortunate block from Jailu. I think he was doing the cog. Yeah, he got cogs level 1. He's trying to do the cog block, but he seemed to have only caught 2 of them, so the block didn't really work. He's going to try to harass him off lane. He's got to actually be quite careful. I mean, luckily he's got himself a ward, so he should be safe from any rotations from the Chen when he gets to that kind of level 3 kind of area and gets himself a centaur.
But as we forgot, well, Dire clearly have the career advantage with an Itzy,
Oh, there's Jailu.
and Radiant have just the bog standard courier.
I think Jailu is trying to steal XP from the Chen, and is busy being slapped about for his troubles. But he should be fine. They can't do that much damage. These illusions are going to despawn probably before they can even do any damage.
And good old uni internet.
Yeah. They should be good soon, hopefully.
You say it.
Venomancer's got himself the Gale at level 1.
Looking for a gonk.
So here's Lich. See, once Weaver's got Gemini attack, he can quite happily just harass Lich, even behind his own tower, especially if he's pulling the creeps behind it, because, you know...
It is pretty obscene.
They're very lucky they haven't got an AA, otherwise this would be broken, because AA and Weaver is a horrible lane.
It's pretty upsetting, to be quite honest, yes.
Yeah, Scumgummy, I think he's going to do a pull and stack. No, just a pull. And that's how you stop pushing the lane. You normally use that if you're the off laner for on the Radiant team, but I mean it can be used by either teams obviously.
Yeah, if you miss your other one.
Well, they haven't the other one. They got boarded out. So
There
they're
you
being
go.
harassed, but still being able to get a little bit underneath these towers. But yeah, they're gonna do a lot of damage to this tower actually.
This is constantly harassed side lane as the game.
Yeah, you've got to look at it. You've got to see who's most likely to get first blood. And I'm thinking... Well, we don't know at the moment because of the rotation, but you'd think that the mid lane was most vulnerable for... We'll change this later. If you get Chen rotation under smoke, plus the disables, plus the nuke damage, they could probably bring down a Magnus relatively easily. At the minute though, Scumgummy is there watching, learning.
Magnus isn't having a fun time on mid, but he's got his bottle now, so maybe he'll feel a little bit better.
He's going to be crowing his way to victory, or at least trying to do so. Jailo's going to do the whole rocket flare maxed out build on the off lane, so he can make sure he gets last hits. And of course, try to ruin the pull, which he should have actually done, I believe. You cheat! Nah, he didn't. He didn't do it, unfortunately. But he tried. You can actually block the camp with a rocket if you time it right, which is a massively dickish thing to do. But you use all your bag of tricks when you play Dota.
Of course, and Clockwork is full of all of that.
Yeah, he's just using his rocket flare for last hits at the minute.
Well, that's how I'd be doing it currently. You really don't want to come
Actually
in.
going to go in on Ty Lee in the mid. They get the
Oh
skewer,
dear.
push him back to the other side. Have they got enough damage? Oh,
Clockwork's getting told.
Ether shock doing a lot of damage. And the disable up on Noob as well. They're going to get this kill. First blood does go to Noob, but now he's going to run away from Chen, who might... Oh, he just got the regen rune as well. Yeah. So Chen's rotation a little bit too slow. Zykel not being able to be there in time to save his Shadow Shaman. And I just missed a kill.
Yeah, been trying to draw attention to it.
Just shout at me, man.
Well, I thought it was going to be First Blood, but then First Blood happened elsewhere.
Oh, there is a fight in two places at once.
Already heating up.
Yeah.
As I was about to say, though, as I would play Clock exactly as he's being played, and going in for a last hit just means you're getting at least a Lucent Beam and a Poison Sting, or Poison Touch, sorry,
Yeah.
on your ass.
You're gonna...
And, yeah, and it cost him his life in the end.
Yeah, but you know, J-Lu's got a farm, bro. He's got a farm.
Well, he can do so. He doesn't have to worry too much about it.
They've actually got a support on his lane now, which is making this a 2v2, because Chen's obviously in the jungle. And if you force Chen to come to this lane, it's actually gonna, you know, take away a lot of his danger, which is smoking up and ganking mid.
What did happen mid? I missed it.
Basically, Noob with support from Scumgummy on the Venomancer decided to go on Tylee.
Scumgummy had been waiting there for quite some time for that.
It's worth it in the end, though.
Thankfully.
It took longer to kill than they expected, and he almost got a kill on Noob, but he had a regen rune, and Chen's rotation wasn't quite quick enough to be able to get a return kill. So, and then about 3 seconds after that, Clockwork died. So they're still doing this pull, rather than pushing the tower. The tower on bottom hasn't taken that much damage, especially in comparison to the tower.
Clockwork now has a friend.
Yeah, he's got RWXZ supporting him on lane for now.
Which is understandable because obviously they don't feel any problem with Lich up here, so they can just let Weaver get a bit more experience and hopefully not lose Clock
Gotta
again.
be careful though, because there might be a rotation from Tylee. He's actually waiting out the rune, gets a regen, and he's going to come behind him now. They do have a ward, and they just pinged it out. They just spot the Chen movement actually, rather than his. Cogs go up. They do hex him up, but he's not going to be able to follow up that.
No good.
So wasted time for Tylee at the moment, and Magnus having a good time farming in mid. He hasn't got any levels in Empower yet, because power's for noobs. Except this one. Actually rotation from Scumgummy as well now, so they've got 3 here. Determined to protect this tower from an early push from the Chen and his creeps. Lich is down here too. We could see some deaths. It should be good.
Be more positive, we can see some kills.
Kills, that's right. J-Lu taking a lot of harass here, Lucent Beam connecting as well as the Frost Blast. Put that wall of wards, man.
I always place them in front of the tower.
Oh yeah, because they stop the creeps running into them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he wasn't in a position to do that quite then. Another Lucent Beam coming out from Mike. Oh, here comes the Chain Frost. They need to Delta split here. They actually do it fantastically. Only 2 hits there. TP actually coming in here from Noob. He's going to skewer away. Doesn't find anybody. He does have RP, but no, they managed to just.
I'm confused there. He was clearly in range and could have caught the Chen out.
I don't think he wanted to use it on one hero. Though I think it probably would be worth it at this early stage.
I mean, well, it's worth it. It's only okay. It's a 2-minute cooldown, but what is that in this sort of state of the game? And
meanwhile, as he
with
rotates,
everybody down there, everybody would be happy.
while he rotates, man, they take the tier 1 using the wards.
True. Yeah, you leave that middle lane, Shadow Shaman's just going to take your tower.
They didn't even bother to fort it. They had the option to. Shadow Shaman's actually going to go through their jungle to make sure he's okay. Actually, it could be a rotation.
Might be sneaking up on Weaver, as he is the only thing that can do it.
He's got a disable for a total of 4.75 seconds, if he times it perfect.
I think they can do it. I mean, if
The
he goes
only damage is
towards-
coming out of
Here it comes.
Luva. Rico's actually in deep trouble. Wow. Easy kill. Much easier than I was expecting.
As I said, so much magic damage in there
Yeah.
that they were killing him without even having a problem.
I was expecting him to initiate
Radiant's
with
middle tower
with
is
the
being
hex,
attacked.
followed by the zap. It's just I forget how much damage that thing does. Noob's trying to push out the mid at the moment. This tier 1 on bottom just goes down as well to the superior push. So they're going to start strangling. We'll change this later. Strangling them of places to farm for this Weaver. Because if Weaver doesn't get up his items quick enough, he's practically useless.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Luna will make him look silly.
Yeah, she comes online much earlier. I mean, she can pretty much fight now if she wants to. She probably wants a BKB just to be sure. But she's doing a lot more damage than he is, and she's buffing all the damage of her team as well. So it's beneficial for them to be fighting as early as they possibly can be. But I mean, let's put you in the seat of Weaver right now. I know you love the little bug. Is this a game where you try not to rush that Lincoln Sphere and go for something a little bit earlier, or do you just hope that your superior late game is going to be able to kick in time?
I guess he just, at the end of it, he just wants
Radiant's
to
top
be
tower is
completely
being attacked.
protected against their one source of CC.
Is this a BKB game for Weaver?
Yes, but still, he wants to be able to just Sakuchi out of any more ganks, so presumably then trying to just be a split push piece of shit so he could just always escape.
Yeah, but you really don't want to have two defensive items in a Weaver, do you? The BKB and the Lincoln Sphere.
Well, you'd be protected. Maybe he feels he doesn't need it, because he's obviously going for it now, he's got the perseverance up.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point by being a casual perseverance, really, is there? It could be put into bet. I mean, you could buy a Midas for that kind of gold, or almost a Midas for that kind of gold. Doesn't give you any regen, but does give you those extra levels. Avoid taking some harass. They're going to try to push down this tier 1 now with the Chen creeps. They've got the whole team here, apart from Luna, who's busy farming the jungle up. They do have Noob though, with his ulti up. They've got the clockwork that can initiate as well. No ulti up on Skongami though, which is a bit of a shame. But these wards just going to work. Look at the damage on the tower already.
Great stuff.
Look at the damage to the heroes already.
Not as funny as golems punching people.
No, they're just broken. She's using this help smasher to harass them around the back of their own tower. But while they're
Dire's
defending
bottom
this,
tower is under siege.
Luna's going to push the tier 2 on the bottom lane. I mean, gold from that is going to put her very close to that BKB.
Dire's
She's got 2 grand
bottom
already.
tower is under attack.
I love the way they're using this Hellbear Smasher at the moment to block the line for Jailu so he can't hook in on people.
Dire's bottom tower is under
It's so
siege.
annoying when people can do that to you.
Cheeky plays make something. Good plays.
Oh, Recall in big trouble. Out comes the ulti as well. It's
plays.
going to bounce between the
Oh,
heroes.
oh,
Time lapses into
yeah.
it. Gets his
no.
support killed. Scumgummy taking
Bottom tower
a lot of damage as well. Jailu. Oh no, Scumgummy's down as well. Jailu's going to try to TP out, but there's going to be the mini stun from. No, he didn't do it in time. So he is safe. But this tier
He doesn't
1,
know about it.
this tier 2
Dire's
is
bottom
pretty
tower
much
is
dead.
under attack.
She's going to be able to get away. This tier 1 on the top lane is going to be down now as well. They can't defend it.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
They really need to find a way to slow down the push.
Dire's top tower
They need to
is
blink
under
dagger up on
attack.
Noob. Oh, they've got blink
I
dagger
will
on Noob.
mention it as a Radiant's
So
middle
they've got that
tower.
initiation. The
Dire's
next time they
top
try to
tower
push
has
something,
fallen.
Jailu, he's doing okay, but he hasn't got the items that he needs at the moment. He's still suffering from being an offlaner. Supports haven't got a lot, and of course Weaver has just got nothing. Luna's just farming her jungle up, which went Yasha instead of BKB actually, so she might ignore BKB and go straight for The Manta style. Speaking of Manta style, just got an illusion rune.
Hoping to add some of her own pushing.
Yeah, she's either going to do that, or she'll go casual Yasha into BKB and then Manta style afterwards.
I wouldn't put that past them.
They've
I
got
would be playing it safe. Nobody likes being picked up by Rubik's in the middle of team fights.
No one likes Rubik stealing your Eclipse either.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, lovely
dear.
hook from J-Lu. And just to catch out Tylay, they all blink into the wards, scare him out. All heal comes out from the Chen, but it's not going to be enough. But there's a lot of damage coming out from this guy, and it looks like they might lose somebody here. Minus armor coming out from Dazzle. Scum Gummy is in deep trouble. Got an Urn Charge on him. He's probably going to go down. Noob's taking damage, but the random damage from Zycles. Test of Faith, not enough to kill him off.
I bet that Lich is... So he just wishes his Chain Frost was off cooldown then. God, that would have been the best.
It would have been them gone, my friends. Just dead.
The best.
But yeah, more kills coming out for easy peasy now. And they're making it look easy at the minute. I mean, yeah, they lost their mid laner there. But... Oh god, Recoil, be careful.
We've...
That tower is going to go down unless Recoil can get that deny in. TP support is coming in, forcing off the Luna. And deny does get to the Weaver. So a little bit of gold denied to the enemy team. But they're just losing map control here. If they take this tower here as well, Roshan is just free.
Dire's middle tower is under siege.
Really. And that's what they want.
They're ready to go for it.
I just noticed there's also a Blink Dag up on the Shadow Shaman, so you can do that crazy initiation Shadow Shaman. Where you can jump into a fight and like disable 3 of your heroes.
There goes the...
Yeah, hookshot from Jadon just missing out. Oh, no, Noob missed his blink. Or rather, he didn't get the blink in the right position. He's looking ready to skewer, but just didn't quite get it. He probably tried to click the max distance of the blink dagger and got that reduced distance instead, which is a real nuisance.
Not fun.
Why does that even exist? Why is that a thing?
I don't know. I personally don't like it either, but I can't.
Recoil is in deep trouble. Out come the shackles. TP support is coming in, but they just throw the Lich Ult to make sure he goes down as quickly as possible. Only support is going to be from WXZ, but now he's in trouble. He's in real trouble. Oh, the one charge is keeping him alive. It's going to be a dive from Nova. They're going to probably kill him. Can he get that one right click he desperately wants?
Doesn't want to risk it.
In the meantime, they lost the Venomance from the back as well. Urn charges up on Noob. He has to use his own wand to stay alive. And this could be a tier 2. It's not looking good for Will Change this later. Luna's just busy pushing out this bottom lane at this whole time. So he's not even with her team. They're just being split pushed to death when they have a Weaver in their lineup. They get split pushed to death when they have a Clockwork.
Dire's top tower is being
How does that happen? They need some serious picks right now. They just somehow slow this push. It's just
they need to start using that RP. That's where everything's.
And the wards are up again, so this is a dead
We
tower.
haven't seen a good one yet.
I think he might just
things
die.
aren't fun.
He wants to screw it into their team, but he's just going to die. Imagine to get the support Dazzle in there with J-Lu, but he's taking more damage than the Dazzle is. Actually, these wards should have been micromanaged. They probably could have killed J-Lu on his retreat. Out comes the shock and a lift from RWXZ. In comes Clockwork with another stun. Recoil's here to try to do damage, but he does nothing because of all the armor on the team from the weave.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's running out now though. J-Lu desperately trying. They've actually got the shackles up on him. They do free him. Almost. Oh, no, he's going to go down anyway to Chen. Not sure what killed him off there. I think it was just a right click or...
Sentry ward was dropped down, so he got... Yeah, they could just right click him down.
It's a real shame. I love the way that Scumgummy's currently got the frost armor on him. Luna finishes off the mid tower. They have nowhere, just absolutely nowhere to farm right now. On a Weaver that has nothing. He hasn't. He's got Perseverance. This is like me playing Weaver.
It is.
It's very. That's the problem with Weaver. I think if you get in this situation, he has like no way of coming back. He can't farm quick enough.
Yeah. He just needs to have some real good fights go his way, and he just needs to sneak in there and kill steal.
Yeah, he needs to kill steal like a pro, but I don't see where the damage is coming from. There's under levels on the Venomancer. He's only level 6, 17 minutes into the game. I mean, they haven't got any big steals either. All they've got at the moment is the ice armor, which actually is quite handy, but it's not going to do a lot when most of their damage is nuke. It's just a matter of time to see how long Easy Peasy want to farm up before they decide they can take high ground. All this time that they're going to take to get ready for high ground is the time Weaver needs to start getting items, but I don't think he's going to finish much more than a Perseverance before they try to go high ground. Maybe they can sneak a Roche, but they don't really have the team that's doing it. What we got going on? Oh, Chen has an army just storming out.
Poor Weaver.
Holy Persuasion's been stolen by our... Oh, he's gonna die though. He's in trouble. He is dead. They're on the forward retreat. I missed the Weaver kill, but I assume he just got one, like, completely wasted by the Shadow Shaman. Oh, Scumgummy's gonna go down as well. The Shadow Shaman, man. All this work he's doing.
No.
Oh, GG, well played. Called by Scumgummy. They're just gonna tap out now.
Just under 19 minutes in.
It's not too unreasonable. They were stuck in a situation where they didn't really have the situation where they could come back easily. And with not being able to get that Roshan and Roshan going to Easy Peasy as well, that meant that's all they needed to go high ground from there on. And they just didn't have any way to stop it. So might as well call GG, get this game out of the way, put it in the back of your mind, and then
see how I can do next time, really.
Yeah, and just work on your second game. But you never know, man. You never know what kind of pocket strats we've got going on. Defeated by Luna. That's got a sting.
Must feel like betrayal.
Why would you do this to me, Luna? Why do you do these things?